Hello Achievers, today I would like to introduce you to an amazing guy. Maybe you know him today, but if you don't, you have to go on Amazon and buy at least this book. He is Robert Allen. He's one of the most famous authors, and I'm glad to be here today with him to answer my questions. So follow this interview. Hello Robert.
David?
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
I'm so glad to be with you today. I have a lot of questions, and because we don't have time, I will ask my main questions.
Very good.
I would love to know what is the wealth mindset.
It's when you get to achieve everything you want.
Yeah. And can you explain some of maybe of the common factors of the wealthy people?
Wealthy people have dreams. They know what they want. They have the plans to create the lifestyle of their dreams. This home was one of our dreams. So it took me 63 years to get into this home. So it was a dream of ours to have a beautiful home with a view out to the ocean and a place where I could do seminars right next door in the theater. You know, each entrepreneur has dreams. They want to have certain freedom. So they don't have to work for somebody else, so that they can follow their passions. So I think that's the wealthy mindset.
Okay, so the first one is dream. Mm-hmm. You have to have dream, big dream, mm-hmm. maybe. What could be the second one about the wealth?
The second principle?
Yeah.
To break your big dreams into small little bite-sized pieces.
Okay, and the baby step?
Every day. Every day. It's also having what I call a ritual. Whereas every day, it becomes the building block of a great life. So all of your entire life, which would be made up of depends on how long you live. If you live 100 years, that would be 36,500 days. No, let's see. Yeah, 36,500 days. Mm. So if every single one of those days has good building blocks in it, one of those things is I call your ritual, where you get in the morning and you plan your day and you do your spiritual praying and reading spiritual books and centering yourself. And
yes, what is your own ritual?
I get up this morning at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
I read the scriptures, the Bible.
The same time, or do you change?
Every time, every day, exact same day, every single day.
Okay, and how long do you?
Half an hour usually.
Okay.
Then a prayer, a kneeling prayer.
Okay.
And then planning out the next 90 days and the next nine months, the next 9 years, the next 90 years.
Each day.
Yeah. So some days I miss. No, not every day, but in terms of the 90 days, yeah, every day.
Okay.
Plan out what's going to happen over the next 90 days.
Sorry, wait.
And breaking down everything into projects. You can only handle so many projects. So I have 3 main projects, and if there's a 4th project, it usually doesn't get done. So you choose what your projects are, and then you focus on those to make them happen.
Okay, only not more than 3 because you cannot be focused, right?
That's right.
Okay.
You can't juggle more than 3 balls.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's the second principle: do baby steps each day. What could be the third one?
Well, like breaking it down into 3 projects. What are your 3 projects? You work on project number 1 most of the time. In project number 2, you work on it maybe a third of the time. And you work on project number 3 10, 15, 20% of the time. So mainly, you create your project number 1 is the most important.
Okay, I love that.
Get it done.
And
so your project is going around the country interviewing people?
Yeah.
This is your project number 1, right? What's project number 2 for you?
I do speeches. I do speeches with people.
Me too.
And what could be the third one?
Well, if you have to think about the third one, that's good, because 2 is a lot.
Yeah, I do a lot of speeches and interviews. Main projects for me.
Yep. But most people have too many projects. They're juggling Because entrepreneurs love to create opportunity, and they see opportunity everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So in this room, look at the opportunity in this room. Every single thing you see made somebody a fortune. The carpet, your pants, my watch, the lights. Everything in this room made somebody a fortune. So as an entrepreneur, you see products everywhere.
Yeah.
I can improve that camera. I can make these pants better.
More comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I can, make those cheaper. In other words, every single product can be improved.
Yeah.
So there are millions of opportunities everywhere.
And how do you choose?
You choose your purpose in life. You come into this planet with gifts. When you're born, you come from another world, is my opinion, in my belief. We come from another world where we were preparing to come here to this planet. And we knew we would be born in the body of a baby. We knew we would forget everything. But we came with us, we brought with us this spirit, this deep, wise spirit. When you look in a baby's eyes, you can see there is a wise spirit in there. Mm. And we come with gifts and talents and passions and values and things that are important. And we come to this earth to discover those gifts that we have been given, and to be able to discover them and to magnify them, and to be able to give that gift to the world. Mm. So that's what we do. So if your opportunities, you see opportunities to, there's an opportunity for a camera, but I don't want to sell cameras. That's not part of my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to change people's lives, is to transform them. So I'm not going to pursue cameras or, watches or desks or lights, Let some other entrepreneur do that. Somebody else is an engineer and he's good at lights, so good. That's his talent, that's his gift, that's his passion, that's what he does, or she does that. Let them do that. Let them pursue their passion. Your passion is to speak and to talk about personal growth. Yeah. It's your passion, isn't it?
Yeah.
You love it. Where did that come from? Why you? Why did you?
I was shy. That's why I developed myself, and I want to help people to grow.
So why? Why do you want to do that? Have you always been that way?
No.
No, but you discovered it.
Yeah.
And now you're passionate about it. You're flying all over the world to learn because you're insatiable, hungry to learn. That's purpose. And when you tap into that and you pursue that, you're going to change the world. You, David, you're going to change the world.
Yes. Do you think everybody can?
In their own way. Absolutely. Everybody comes to pursue their gifts. Many people don't discover them, or they have fear. They don't believe that little old them could do anything. Mm. But about personal growth. You believe everybody has growth possibilities. Everybody. Yeah. And they just talk themselves out of it, or they let somebody else talk them out of it. But if you pursue your dreams, you can achieve them.
I love that. You helped so many people, and you had so many clients also. What are the common factors of your best clients? Why your best clients have this amazing success? Do you find some main characteristic?
Well, my gift is to take very complicated subjects and make them very simple. I like to teach. I love to teach. So when a person finishes with one of my books, usually the one thing I want them to say when they're finished, they put the book down, I want them to say, I can do that.
It's possible. Yeah.
That's my hope. That's my gift. They read it and they go, he made it simple. I understand it. I believe I can do that. So the first step is to believe that you can do it. And then number two is it part of your purpose? Is that part of the gifts that you've been given? Or are you going to pursue something else that's just a shiny object to distract you from the gifts you already have? So you find something that's in your purpose path, right? So the people that I teach, you know, that I have been grateful, lucky enough, blessed enough to have found lots of people to teach here in this country and around the world, they feel as if this is their gift, this is their passion, this is what they want to do. They want to create multiple streams of income. They're an entrepreneur. I like to attract entrepreneurs. I like to attract beginning entrepreneurs. You know, usually the really successful ones, they're not teachable, but the beginners are very teachable. They're hungry, and I like to teach those people. So those are my special students, right? So we've taught millions and millions of people over the last 35 years.
And when you see all these entrepreneurs, what could be the common factors of the best one? Some of the people. Let's talk about experts. There are a lot of teachers, authors. Why the people? What are the common factors of the top of the authors, speakers?
It's what I've already told you. They have a dream. They want to go achieve it. They have a passion. They've got a.
Yes, in the people who don't are achieving big dreams, when you talk to them, they say to you, "Oh, okay, I have big dreams. I am taking actions, and I'm doing everything, but I don't understand. I don't have the same result as Robert, for example." So, why? What could be the lack point? Do you understand me? The things they don't understand.
Well, you know, for many people, it's like an airplane when if you're on an airplane, you're getting ready to take off on the runway, and you push the throttle all the way down.
Yeah.
What happens if you only push it halfway down? Your plane goes not fast enough to take off. You get to the end of the runway, and there's a spectacular crash, because most people, they know they want to fly their plane. They know the runway is short, but they don't fly fast enough. And so they keep failing. But you have to give it everything you have, everything. You have to give every ounce of energy. You got to make sure you fly, right? So most entrepreneurs don't do enough to fly. You know?
Okay, so it's not just 1% of your energy, it's 100% focus on what you want to achieve.
Yep. That's why you can't be dissipating your energies in lots of different projects, because it's like having half throttle on 5 different things, and they all fail. You know, full throttle on project number 1. You know, getting ready on project number 2 and project number 3 to go full throttle. You know, and then once you've gone full throttle, once you're flying in that business, then you can come back and fly another project, you know, and get that off the ground. But most people, they have too many things, and therefore they are always crashing. They don't have enough speed, enough velocity, escape velocity, as they say.
I love that. You achieved great things and many things. And I would like to share, sometimes I feel impatience. And how do you manage? Did you felt that in the past? Did you feel that in the past? If yes, how did you manage it?
Impatience?
Yes.
I don't remember being impatient. I just work hard, and things started happening. And I think it's part of being at the right place at the right time. I don't know if I would call it chance or luck. I would call it blessings. I think this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, let's talk about luck. How can we create luck?
It's just playing the game of success and just going all out. So I don't believe in luck.
Yeah.
I don't believe in luck. I believe if there's any invisible force, it's a spiritual force. It's a godly force. It's angels, and this is my personal belief. I believe in a Heavenly Father. I do, and I believe that He helps.
Is it helping you?
Yes, absolutely.
And is it helping you when you had some struggle?
That was the reason he was helping me. He was causing me to be humble. Because the money is a drug.
Yeah.
And
Can you share one of your struggles?
Sure. We lost everything in the mid '80s. You know, I was building a beautiful mansion, almost as big as this, and I was young. I was 30s, early 30s, and the book Nothing Down had been an incredibly international bestseller, just huge bestseller. And the money goes to your head. You start to believe that you're smarter than you are, and that you're cool, that you're smarter than God, right? And
So you learned a lot from that.
yeah, absolutely. So we failed miserably, and the house that we were building was destroyed by an avalanche,
Wow.
like snow avalanche, destroyed, and the insurance wouldn't pay because it was an act of God. Everything is an act of God. So it threw us into bankruptcy. You know, we lost everything. You know, houses, everything. It was very, very terrible, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank God.
Why?
Yeah.
Can you share?
Well, because
It's reminding me Steve Jobs was saying that to be I don't know how to say that in English, to be fired from Apple was
Yeah.
the best
Yes.
thing happened in his life.
Yeah, it's true.
And so can you share?
It's a very similar thing. When you have a serious failure, you get to reevaluate. You know, first of all, the decisions you're making. You're making decisions as if you're never making a bad decision. It teaches you to be more careful, but it also I was very cocky. I was very not egotistical is not the right word. I don't think I've ever been egotistical, but certainly prideful. Like I'm
the master.
I'm so rich, I can do anything, you know, and I failed miserably, and I went into my closet and I fell on my face to pray, and I said, God, I've lost everything. I had everything, New York Times bestsellers and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and it's all gone, you know, and I felt stupid, very, very, very stupid.
Is it easy to share that today?
Now, yeah, it's okay to share it now because it's a blessing. It's a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a very deep personal experience. I didn't see God or see an angel or anything, but I had a very profound, burning, loving, intensely wonderful spiritual experience. I knew God loved me, and I knew He knew my name. And I knew if I would just give Him credit as I give Him now, always, every time, every day, that things would work out. It took a long time to work out. They did work out. I finally was able to dig out of the hole of all the money I lost and all the debt I was in, and I was finally able to come back, but it was very, very difficult. And it was wonderful and terrible and fantastic and awful, and thank God I cannot believe how wonderful that experience was. But it was hard.
Yeah.
So
Do you think the harder the experience is, the better it is for your learning?
probably. But knowing that the growth is hard sometimes is not easy. It's not. I don't look forward to hard things. Nobody does. But when they happen, if they do, then you have to go through them and you have to learn from them, and you can't blame anybody. You just have to learn. You can either learn or you can blame.
Yeah.
If you blame, then
It's finished.
you're done. If you learn, you say, oh, what can I learn from this? You know, it's hard. Life is designed that way. It's hard. Life is hard.
Learning experience in the life.
Yeah.
So you learned that with this experience. Do you think I can learn that without to fail in the same way?
I hope so. For you.
How can I learn that?
Well, I don't know what your spiritual belief is, but just be connected to your Heavenly Father. Just give credit constantly. There is a God. Say thank you. Be grateful. Be humble. That's what I would recommend.
Okay, I have a last question. Let's imagine that we can go back in the past, okay, and the Robert Allen of today can speak to the young Robert Allen. What do you want to say to him to help him to succeed and or be happy in this life? If you have three messages you want to say.
3 messages to the younger Robert Allen. Life is short. And you can get more done when you're younger. You have more energy. So do more. And leave a legacy, Leave a legacy. I would warn him. I would say, you're going to have some tough times. I had a car accident, almost killed me. I had, the bankruptcy that wiped me out financially. Other than that, life has been fairly good. Very, very good, actually, very good. But there'll be some experiences in the future, young Robert Allen, that you'll need to learn from. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but when they show up and they're tough, you're going to come through them as a stronger, better human being.
It's great.
So just keep looking for that opportunity to learn.
Yeah. So what you're saying, the ability to learn quickly, it's very important. To be able to learn with every experiences in every time. So you read every day. You learn from your experience. You learn from hard moments. Yeah. So you learn every time, right?
Yep. Yeah. You need to learn faster from every disaster. And that life is lots of disasters, just little things that go wrong. I know that I spoke on a stage with Oprah. This was, 5 or 6 years ago. And they asked us to write down our 3 main lessons from life, and they put it in a little book. So lesson number 1 is put the big rocks in first, meaning if your life is a jar filled with rocks, you can put big rocks and little rocks and small pebbles and sand and water. If you don't put the big rocks in first, you can't get them in. So that's why I start my day off with my big rocks. So that'll be exercise, that'll be planning, that'll be spiritual.
You have one day off each week?
No, every morning.
Oh.
Every day.
Okay. So
every day. Life is boiled down to one day. It's just a series of days. So every day has to be perfect. Perfect is not the right word. It has to be
fantastic.
It has to be a day that's important. Every day is important. Sun comes up, sun goes down. You come into this life, you leave this life. It's all one day. So make sure your day is a good day.
I love this advice.
So big rocks, put those big rocks in first. Then the smaller things, your activities, your hobbies, your business, those are smaller pebbles. Most people put in the least important things. They get up in the morning and they don't plan their day. They just live. But you need to put the big rocks in first. So number 2 is give the first 10% away. When you make money, give 10% away, right off the top. The first thing, the first check you write. To whomever, whatever cause, charity, philanthropy, church, give it away.
Why?
Because you'll realize how good it feels, and you then become partners with God. Basically you're saying, where do you want me to help today? He has a business here. It's called the earth. And usually when we go to God, we go, I need this, I need this, I need this, watch out for that. You know, like Santa Claus. We go to God like Santa Claus. Well, it's just the opposite. We've already got
But what can I give? What can I do?
Exactly. Where do you need some help today? Who needs the help? What church needs it? What cause needs it? What philanthropy needs it? You know, inspire me. Tell me, where do you want me to give the money? You've let the money flow through me. Thank you for these opportunities. The very first dollar I'm going to give back, where do you want me to give it? And just watch what it changes your life. You start to see opportunities. You are, my belief, you're prospered and protected. Prospered, you see opportunities other people don't see. And then protected means you are skirted away from the problems that might have caused you problems. So that's lesson number 2. And lesson number 3 is, you know, listen to your true voice, because we have many voices in our heads.
Yeah.
There's the critical voice telling us that we can't do it, and then there's the true voice that just whispers that you can do it. It's a cheerleader. It wants, you know, it's on your side. But your critical voice is an enemy. It's a liar. It's in your head. It's always telling you can't do it. It's a lie. But most people don't ever recognize it. They think that the voice is them, so they're beating themselves up. And they're believing it. Like, I can't do this, what's the matter with me? They have doubts, you know, doubts. Well, that liar, that critical voice, is a doubter. It wants you to doubt. It doesn't want you to succeed. So if you're trying to teach people how to be successful and have personal growth, teach them to notice what's going on in their mind and in their heart. The heart is really the truth mechanism. When you feel it, when you know it, you feel it usually in your heart. You are nudged, you know, towards something that you just know is the right thing to do. For you, you made a decision. You're going to go travel and talk to these successful people. How did you know that was the right decision? Could have been a stupid decision.
Yeah, a lot of people say to me that it is a stupid
well,
decision.
Their critical voice was talking through their mouth to you.
Yeah.
And you didn't listen to it.
Yes, I
Why?
felt it.
Why didn't you listen?
I felt that it is one of my dreams, and I will learn from that. And if the worst happens, it will be okay.
Yeah, good. So you got to follow your heart, and your heart from this is good things are going to come.
I love this advice. Do you believe in intuition? Intuition?
Oh, well, it's really a good question. Is it intuition or is it inspiration?
Yeah.
And they're different.
Yeah.
I think they're different. I think we've been given intuition, which is this spirit that came with us, which is very wise. And all the things we've learned in our life, this wisdom that we gain from our experience gives us intuition, where we just sense things that are right. We are hunching, you know. We just kind of know some things. But there's inspiration, which, you know, for me, it's you know, spiritual prompting, where God is trying to speak to you, and you receive revelation for your own needs, and it's both. And sometimes it's intuition, and sometimes it's inspiration. And
can you feel the difference?
Yeah, yeah. A hunch is like, that's a good, yeah. And then inspiration is, they're very different.
And the last question, I have a lot of questions, so I know that you have a meeting. Can we develop this kind of feeling or ability to connect to it?
Sure. First of all, you recognize it. That's the hardest part. You have to recognize it. You go, yeah, that seems to be, and then you have, critical voice is usually a head thing. And the way you know is you feel doubt. You feel discouragement, you know. So why am I feeling doubtful? I mean, life is good. I'm young. Got a beautiful friend here. We're traveling the world together. How good could, you know? And then you have these doubts. So you notice your feelings, you know. Usually the inspiration is a feeling in your heart, you know. Critical voice is a feeling in your head and doubt that you have. So it's just becoming aware of what the message is. What is the message? What am I getting? And then having the courage to follow it, you know, the courage not to do something. Sometimes your intuition says, don't do that. And so you go,
wow, it's
yeah,
hard.
but I really want to do that, you know? And you'll say, and they say, no, don't do that. That's hard. Hard not to
Yes.
do.
Yeah, I think for me it's harder to not do some things than do something. So
It requires trust.
in yourself.
Yep, and in your inspiration, you know, it's very. You fall flat on your face every once in a while, and you learn. You go, well, next time I get that intuition or that inspiration, I'm gonna learn from that one.
Okay, do you think this one could be one of the things that will make a difference between people?
Yeah,
Successful people or not?
I agree. It is. Yeah. Because your mission, your path is very unique to you.
Yeah.
And to discover it and to find it and to pursue it is wonderful. And most people will talk you out of it. They don't want you to succeed, or they're trying to protect you from taking these crazy risks, right? That's good.
Yeah.
Life is good. Life is good.
It's a great end for this interview. Life is good. Thank you very much. It was awesome.
You're welcome, David.
Thank you.
You're welcome.